I'm David Mair. I'm the Balvenie Distillery Ambassador, based at the Balvenie Distillery in northeast Scotland, UK.
Okay, and you have some samples here for us. Can you walk us through the process? I see you got...
Yeah, they're all in the bottle. Fantastic.
Amazing.
It all begins with barley. Barley is the only cereal that you can use to make malt whiskey. So we've got lots of that at the distillery because we have our own malting. So this is an area where the barley is prepared, it's germinated for a few days, dried for a couple of days, and it looks the same, but it's a little bit of a biological change. And when you bite into this malted barley, beautiful and sweet. What we need to do is grind down that malted barley to this substance here, which is called grist. I would open the bottle, but it's going to go all over the place. But this is the grist. And if you add hot water to grist in a large tank at the distillery, then you allow the starch to be converted into soluble sugars. So we make a really sweet liquid out of that. And it's basically turned into a beer with a little bit of yeast. And after we have the beer, which is like 3 days of fermentation, the beer we distill a couple of times, and we end up with this amazing liquid, which is new make spirit. And the strength of this is just over 70% alcohol by volume. Really strong, lovely fruity smell. Smells just great, like a raspberry eau de vie, I think, in my head. So then what we need to do is put this wonderful liquid into oak casks for the long-awaited period, the maturation. And we actually can choose two different cask types. We can use American oak cask types, which have been used for maturing bourbon in their past. And after about 12 years of maturation in an ex-bourbon barrel, this is what we can expect, that sort of colour. The alcohol content maybe a little bit less because of evaporation. Or we can choose to mature this new make spirit in European oak casks. And in European oak casks, the wood is actually naturally darker. And so we end up with this kind of colour. These two whiskies are exactly the same age, but it's just they were matured in different wood types. And of course, if you fast forward a number of years on, we have this one here, which is 32 years of age, and darker still, obviously out of a European oak cask, which incidentally previously held Oloroso sherry. And 40 years of age, we have still lighter colour, but a little bit darker because it's 40 years, being matured in American oak casks.